everybody. Just want to welcome everybody here to Bicentennial Park for our rededication. I just want to thank everyone here for your commitment to help us. Your involvement, your investment of time in helping to restore our Shenandoah parks, as well as creating a safe and healthier environment, has really meant a lot to our community. We need to send a special thank you to Schuylkill County's Vision, Kay Jones and Jeannie Everfield, for bringing the Healthy Shenandoah communities here to Shenandoah and creating our Healthy Shenandoah program. And of course, Mary Leskavich with DSI for her involvement in getting all of us together and organizing this as well. Joe Polubinski, borough manager, he wanted me to say that the Shenandoah Borough truly appreciates all the effort put forth by Healthy Shenandoah. We also want to thank, there's two very generous borough workers that have really helped us get this job completed, and that is Brian Drumheller and Joe Mahalik. Without them, we would not have been able to complete this project on time. And BD&T and Beth Cataldo. I'm sorry, I don't know. And Miriam, I'm sorry, I don't know what his name is. Jason. For bringing their project here as well. So I will introduce Kay Jones from Schuylkill Vision to talk about the project.
Okay, so Healthy Shenandoah started up here, what, 2-3 years ago. But last year we had an opportunity because we were working with Robert Woods Johnson and the University of Wisconsin with a coach from the county health rankings. And there was an invitation extended to our group specifically to apply for a grant. And we applied. We didn't expect to get it. They were only doing 20 of these grants nationwide. And Shenandoah, Pennsylvania got it. And actually we're the most rural area that got a grant. It's $10,000, not a lot of money. But the idea was using it as seed money to build a culture of health. So we got lots of groups together. We did some interviews, we did some focus groups, trying to find out what one thing would be really, really important for the town to raise the health of as many people as we could. And parks, everybody said parks. So that's how the Parks Project got started. So we had $10,000. We bought, see that mountain of mulch over there? We bought some mountains of mulch. We brought paint, we bought all kinds of things, sometimes with the generosity of Home Depot. Getting things that cost was really helpful to us. So there was a lot of generosity along the way, and then a lot of sweat equity. A number of us spent Saturdays, dragged our families, our husbands, distant relatives, people who were visiting, all came up here and worked on the park. The cool thing about this is that we're going to try to maintain this. One of the ways that's been done is through some fire companies in town adopting the park. We're going to try to get other people to adopt the park too. And I know that Renee is going to talk. Renee is going to talk about some of the other people who participated. There were probably hundreds of people over the time that we did this park who touched the board. So we really, really appreciate that. Healthy Shenandoah continues. We're going to try to continue to build a culture of health in Shenandoah. So we invite anybody who's interested to join our merry crew. And I'll turn it back to Renee.
We just want to acknowledge some of the partners that helped us work on the parks here with Healthy Shenandoah. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, as Kay had mentioned, for the Action Award grant to improve the parks. Downtown Shenandoah Incorporated. Shenandoah Senior Living Community, and one of our other wellness coaches, Desiree Dunleavy. Diacon Lutheran Social Ministries, and Jenny, I'm sorry. Rite Aid, our wellness ambassador, Carl Kramer. Schuylkill County's Vision, obviously. Shenandoah Library, and Mary Ellen is here to also represent Shenandoah Library. The Shenandoah Valley School District football team and the Youth Summit ambassadors. I have to say, our football team, thank goodness you guys were here. That was hard work, digging up all that grass that has grown in under there, so we were able to put the mulch down. I think that was probably one of your hardest workouts rather than your football practice. So we really appreciate all that, guys. Divine Mercy Catholic Church, obviously BB&T, and we'll give them an opportunity to talk about their project. The Town Council for giving us the permission to work in the parks. Again, Brian Drumhiller and Joe Mahalik, we can't thank them enough. Kay was talking about the Adopt a Park program, and the only fire company that actually did adopt a park, and they adopted Vine Street Park, was the Polish American. And they spend a lot of time down there painting, resurfacing. We were able to purchase new swings. It's the first time swings have been there in a very long time. And Mike Vernalis spearheaded that. He's the vice president of the Polish American, so we would like to thank the Polish American. Mike has done a lot more. So we really appreciate everything he's done. He's hung the signs in town, and he's my go-to person for a lot of things. So thank you, Mike. Eric Becker and the community group. I'm not really sure.
It's just called,
What is it?
volunteer group?
A volunteer
Shenandoah
group,
volunteer.
yeah, Shenandoah volunteer group. The Boy Scouts with Carl, thank you for their time. Schuylkill Technology Center, the students made the picnic tables that you see over there. I believe there's two. The other one is on the other side. So they made those. Schuylkill Valley Sports, they donated a line painter for down here to line the field. Home Depot, thank you very much. Lowe's Home Improvement Center, and Abershinsky's True Value Hardware. So thank you everybody for your involvement.
Anyone we missed.
Yes, and anyone we missed. I don't want to leave anyone out, but everybody's volunteer. That's the only way we were able to get these projects completed, and we still go forth to continue that. So I'd like to introduce from BB&T, Beth Cataldo and Marianne Woodward to talk about their lighthouse project.
So BB&T has a project called Lighthouse Project, and what it does is it allows all the associates to give back to the communities that we work in and that we live in. And company-wide, I just want to share some statistics with you. This year, BB&T sponsored 1,200 projects throughout the footprint. So our footprint goes from Pennsylvania down to Florida into the southern area. 1,200 projects in the area, and in northern PA region, which is what we're all part of, there were 40 projects that they contributed to and that we sponsored. Our particular project was to beautify the parks and helping with Partner Everyone. We had 52 volunteers from our branches, our small business lender, which is Jason, who's here with us today, and our area operations officers were all part of the team. We spent 5 days from 8:30 to 5. In this park, we built the wall twice because we did it up wrong the first time. So now we're really experienced. If anybody needs help, yeah. Bankers aren't normally in the landscaping business, but now we can be. The perennial gardens, which means they'll come up every single year. We also have over by the other tree, which is the other entrance, we kind of put some perennials in there. And then as you'll see, they'll just like perennial bushes throughout the park. We did partner with, to get everything started, Jeannie really helped us kind of come up with like a game plan and like how to start and what to do. And then Marianne and I met with Dave from Home Depot, and Home Depot was a huge help to us. They came several times with deliveries, and he helped us deliver everything.
At cost.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff at cost, so they were a huge partner to help us get more, to be able to do more for the 3 parks. We did put perennial bushes throughout the park so that they're not just coming up in the summer, so in the spring there's color too. At Vine Street, we picked up garbage every time we came because there was garbage everywhere. At Vine Street, we picked up garbage. We put the plants in the tire a couple times because they kept getting dug up. And then at Girard Park, what we did was we put a little perennial garden in the entrance there, put bushes throughout the park, and the one day we did like 52 bags of leaves up there because I swear they multiply as you bring them. It was grueling. So it was a lot of hard work. It's a little different than doing your banking work every day. We had a lot of manual labor, so it was hard, but we all feel very well achieved. And that's like what I said, BB&T strives to help the community, so we look forward to future projects.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're happy to see our Commissioner, George Halkovich, here, so if you would like to come up and say a few words.
We just stay from right here.
Sure. Let him
I'm gonna stay with these guys also because, yeah, one of the things that whenever we come to Shenandoah, we are so inspired by what you're doing. And again, it's our young people that are helping to make the difference. And I want to let you guys know that what we're working on is we want to bring good jobs back here. It's going to bring you guys back into the community. But between the fire parade, between any time I come up to Shenandoah, it's a great time. And I can tell you, when I was from down in southern Schuylkill County, growing up, this is one town I always love to come to. So I want to tell you guys, you're making a difference. And what everyone's doing from this standpoint, as far as you see the adults that are involved, they want to make it even better. And because of what you do, it actually charges their battery in order to keep on going to get things done. And that's what it's about. And that's what this community is about. So, yeah, you always hear this, well, there's struggles up north. No, there's not. Let me tell you, I go throughout the county, I go out the state, you guys are doing a great job. So it was just nice to be able to stand over here with the young people, because I'm a lot older than you are. I brought up to your age a little bit, but I just want you to know how much I'm appreciative of what you do. I'm appreciative of what Home Depot's doing, what BB&T's doing. It takes a community to do things together, and that's what it's about. Between Polish American, between the fire companies, and and again our leadership in town also. They do a great job. And again, I just want to thank you, and I want to thank everyone here in Schuylkill County, because I'm proud to be a part of Schuylkill County. And you'll find when you guys go away to school, if you decide to go away to school, but if you don't go away to school, we have jobs for you here. I'm going to tell you that right now, some good paying jobs. But one thing you'll find when you leave the area and you meet somebody from somewhere else, and they'll say, where are you from? And you'll say Shenandoah. What does that do? It puts a smile on their face. And that's one thing that we don't realize, and it's appropriate that we're here right now, because everybody thinks, I always said the worst people in Schuylkill County are the people who have never left, because they think the grass is greener somewhere else. Well, guess what? It's not. The grass is really green right here, and we have the opportunity to make this even better. And it's because of people like everyone that's here, but especially the youth. What you guys are doing, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So, and try to keep that new football coach good line up here, okay? Would you? That's good. He's a good guy. So again, just want to thank you everything, and Renee, what you do. Every time I turn around, between the chamber, between what you do, it's the same faces doing things. But here's my challenge to you guys also. The next time you get something to do, bring along a friend, or bring along two friends, because that's what builds what we do. And when you first think about doing a project like this, it's just like, it's going to be tough. Once you're doing it, it's a lot of fun. So, enjoy that and have a good time. And that's the same thing with BB&T. I mean, I'm trying to get them to come down and do the mulching in my yard, but they won't do it. Just build walls. I have walls, that's okay. But again, thank you, and thank you to Shenandoah. And that's on behalf of Frank Stoudemire, Gary Hess, and myself. We truly believe in this community, and I think that Shenandoah has a bright, bright future. So thank you.
Before I introduce our mayor, I just want to say that the walking challenge is on again. It's Shenandoah versus Monterey area, and if you need to the login, it's the same login as last year. You can go on our Healthy Shenandoah site on Facebook, or Mary has some cards, and that goes from Memorial Day to Labor Day. So get those miles in. Any biking, swimming activities that you do, walking, running. Things like that. Log your miles, or you can write it down on a piece of paper and turn them in down at DSI or at the Shenandoah Manor or at Rite Aid. You can pick the forms up there as well. But that challenge is on. We did win the trophy last year, so thank you to everybody who participated.
And Monai wants to win it back.
I know
They won it,
do.
so guys,
I know they
your friends
do.
out there.
Also, as Kay had mentioned, as far as the Adopt a Park program, you know, that is, we only have the one fire company that has adopted it. We have 3 parks. More people can do that. And it's more of accountability. You see something going on, you see people messing with the swings or taking them down or doing something, littering. You know, say, hey, this is our park. Take pride in your community. Help pick up the litter if you see it on the ground, you know, and report back to us or anybody, you know, hey, I saw somebody vandalizing the park, you know. We put a lot of work and time and dedication into this and money, and, you know, we want to keep it for more generations to come. So, without further ado, Mayor Andrew Chislak.
I don't know what else to say. George, you said it all. Welcome to Shenandoah, George. Thank you for your presence. It's always nice to see you. Shenandoah is your home as well as all of ours. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
I was asked on very short notice from Renee and twice from Renee, from Rite Aid to speak today on behalf of the borough officials of Shenandoah. What I'd like to say to all of you here, especially you guys from the school, thank you. Thank you for everything you are doing. Growing up in Shenandoah over 40 years ago is not like growing up in Shenandoah today. And it's because of people like you who are taking the time, who are going around cleaning up the parks, going out there, finding grant money to buy playground equipment, making the town parks look beautiful is a phenomenal job. These are doing great. Thank you. And on behalf of the entire Borough Council, our Borough Manager, you guys are wonderful. I mean, you guys are out there, you are working hard, you're trying your best to find, whatever's out there available. You got in touch with Home Depot. Home Depot's been a great help. You're making the town parks look beautiful. They are important to our community. The parks are important. As mayor, you wouldn't believe the number of phone calls I get during the week. The kids are riding their bikes on my sidewalk. The kids are with their skateboards on my sidewalk. The kids are hanging out on the corner in front of my house. By you guys bringing these parks back to life, you're having the kids, actually giving them a place to go, giving them a place to play. Sure, they're going to hang out. Kids are going to be kids. They're going to be loud. They're going to be, rambunctious. But by your efforts, you guys are doing a great job for the youth of Shenandoah. And just like George said to you guys from the school, please get out to the rest of the students at the school. Tell them what you're doing. Invite them along. Let them come and help you guys when you are, cleaning the parks and helping this wonderful committee, with their endeavors, with their projects. Get more people to come out, like George said. It's a rewarding experience, and I thank you guys. And take that back to the rest of the school. I thank you very much for everything you guys do. There are great people in Shenandoah. We get a lot of negative feedback from a lot of other municipalities, from other areas of the county, the state, whatever. I don't believe it. I don't believe it one bit. We have great people here. We have people who want to be involved. We have people who want to do things. Shenandoah has a great group of people. And I stress that. Don't get discouraged. Don't listen to people who say, what's the use? Don't listen to them. You guys are doing great. And on behalf of myself, our Council President Leo Petkevich, and the rest of Council, again, thank you. Thank you for everything you have done.
Well, thank you everybody for coming. We really appreciate it, and let's enjoy our parks. Don't forget that there are certain walking paths that were created as well at WalkWorks. There are 4 now? 4 walking paths. So if you need maps, I know there are some down at the Historical Society, some at DSI. Carl, do you have some as well?
I have some at Rite Aid.
Okay, there are some at Rite Aid, and there are different walking groups. So just, spread the word and try to join one of the walking groups. This morning we took a tour with the Historical Historical Society. It was a beautiful morning for a walk, and I learned a lot more about Shenandoah that I didn't realize, after living here for 20 some years, the history here in town. So thank you everybody for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.